And once again, we're back. Rock Logic's in the building. Sorry about y'all. I had to bump off. And let me know if we're not green on YouTube anymore. Sorry, YouTube. Y'all are heavy. Let's move this way, Chinky. I'm feeling the energy, could tell your vibe is off. But it's okay, cause I'm lit, I'm hot, I'm putting on. Now you can't tell me I'm not lit. Every time that we alone, you just want me to hit. All that in a bag of chips, you be my honey dip. Everything I have, we gon' split. But you changing up like the weather. It's never for the better. Even when you cold, baby, I'ma be your sweater. You're my Aaliyah, so I'm writing you this letter. I'm just trying to make you see that we stronger together. Stuck on you like leather, soul ties like we tethered. Ask me what I want you for, I'ma tell you forever. We gon' do it or we not, just now and never. I ain't gonna chase you, I'm too busy chasing cheddar. Now I'ma go and tell you this up off the rip. Alright, then we're back and you see that we have the money sign up that you can donate to Boardwalk. You can go donate to The Real Discussion on Facebook. So we got that going. For sure, big shout out to everybody tuned in. Hey, there you go. Well, I like to hear it. Toby Hicks, what's up, Toby? Oh, we finally got you in the evening instead of the daytime, huh? Toby tunes into the latest show every morning. What up? Yeah, watching room populate. Once again, I'm sorry about that, y'all. I'm feeling the energy, can tell your vibe is off. But it's okay, cause I'm lit, I'm hot, I'm putting on. We're gonna hang out for a minute. I'll give you all something to watch. In the meantime, in between time. Yeah.
One, someone somewhere in the world who you don't know will die. And two, you didn't let me finish. Someone somewhere in the world will die.
Got it.
Don't hit it again.
You are a fucking nigga.
I didn't fuck him, babe.
So this text say, I enjoyed your time. I hope your pussy not mad at me. What are y'all beating your fucking pussy up?
Nah.
So what the fuck happened? Don't lie or break your fucking glasses.
I'm not gonna lie to you. We was gonna do it, but it didn't fit.
What the fuck you mean it didn't fit? What the fuck?
It didn't fit.
Man, couches don't fit through doors and shit like that. What the fuck? I fit. What the fuck you mean? I fit. So you are.
I'm at the Universal Hip Hop Museum. This is the first stop once you come through the door. So they got this button here. So it says push it. I'm gonna push it. Oh yeah! The Universal Hip Hop Museum. Rock Logic's in the building. It's going down. Boom, bam, boom, bam, boom, boom, bam. So this is the first stop. The Universal Hip Hop Museum exhibit. Crazy. I'm gonna take you to the rest of the exhibit. You wanna see everything. Here, let me. You have no idea what's going on. I was in the metaverse. Don't come to this, you bughead. As the museum has become fully interactive, so you can have a hip hop experience that you can actually experience writing graffiti on a gate. Just be like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Oh, my tab is wow. Yo, the cops. Yo, gotta go. So much activity and so many different things to do. I recommend anybody to come out here.
Home of Hip Hop, Universal Hip Hop Museum coming to you very soon. So come to the revolution of hip hop to get a sneak peek.
Fucking my girl last night, 2 hours straight like Rambo. I ain't come one time, I didn't pull out, I swear to God, I'm a fucking... I was fucking my girl last night 2 hours straight like Rambo. I ain't come one time, I didn't pull out, I swear to God, I'm a fucking freak.
Man, you ain't no freak. Look, I eat ass.
Bro, I suck toes, eat ass, suck titties, lick ears, and lick eyeballs.
Look, man, I eat ass, suck toes, then I put my finger in the ass and take my finger out and suck on it like a newborn baby.
I put hot sauce in my girl's booty hole, take a chicken wing, dunk it in the crack, eat it, hit it from the back, and suck her titties in her neck at the same time.
I make my girl squirt up in my cereal and use it as a substitution for milk.
was fucking my girl.
Are you gay?
How you gonna ask me a question like that?
How do you marry a woman and then turn around and let a man bend you over?
Ain't nobody bending me over.
Oh, so you doing the bending? Is that what it is? Are you gay?
Check it out. We have Famous Dave's Hot Dogs in South Amboy, New Jersey, which is crazy. This is legendary. They said they got a cold. I'm going to try it out. I'm going to see what this tastes like. I'm going to expand my hot dog horizon. This is Rock Logic Short Clips, and I'm in South Amboy at Famous Dave's. Bam! This is Chink's favorite right here. Chili dog is chili slaw and cheese. Bread. I never had one. That's the truth right there. Got a little sting to it. That was damn good. The bomb. Crazy. Fantastic. You don't know what you just did. Big shout out to Dave's Hot Dogs.
Baby, let's go.
Check it out. We have Famous Dave. Once again, it's The Real Discussion with Rock Logic. I'm in the building. Welcome to Season 5 of Rock Logic, The Real Discussion with Rock Logic, Gary Fax, Robin. We got Heidi Z in the house. We got DOA in the house. And we're back for Season 5. And you can see there's a lot of new shit going on in the room. We're in a whole nother space. We got a new table going on. We did something with the microphones, do something a little different so you see everybody's face. And right now, in New York City, it's 82 degrees and it's partly sunny. It's hot as hell out there, y'all. And I got to tell you, stay hydrated because we are in a heat wave. Con Edison issued out a warning. Try to conserve power. I don't know how we're going to do that because we keep rocking the ACs because we need the ACs. So I understand how that works. It's kind of like a contraindication, really. All my seniors in the house, please make sure if you don't have AC in your house, that you go to a senior center nearby in your neighborhood and make sure you get some AC. Rock Logic's in the house, y'all. And we about to get this thing started. We got a lot to talk about. My man Carlos L said, sad part is to it, it kind of keeps it kind of basic, so it kind of does that. So that's what happens with the Blackmagic camera. So we have to do like color correction, and we have to change the hues, and kind of, and then in the editing process, you can make it look how you want it to look.
Well, I mean, that's the whole point of camera work, right? It's not just.
So that's the whole deal. So that's what's happening. What's happening to you, Robbie?
This is my first time back in a while, and I got quite the story about that. Yeah. So I haven't been here really. How long has it been?
About 3 weeks. About 2 weeks.
Oh, yeah. So I got a fascinating story about that.
Whose phone is on? Somebody's phone is on.
So, okay, it all started on my vacation. So I went on vacation.
Gary Fax in the building. Gary's in the house. What's happening?
Gary!
Everything's cool. Everything's cool. I mean, we have some good things happening with Baba T that's going on. Him and
you. I hear your phone.
Okay, well, go ahead, Gary.
Go ahead, guys.
So we have some good things happening with Baba T. Him and Red Vegas, they're doing a song. So that should be done in about 2 weeks or so. So that's going to be really good.
And you can hear everything. You can hear him chewing and everything.
What commercial was that? You can hear a pen drop.
No, you can hear chewing. Yeah, go ahead, Gary. Sorry.
Okay. Also, there's another artist that we had here before. His name is OG. 123.
Yeah.
123.
Yeah. So
The one that did that Fat Man Scoop song, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
Gary, it's 1523.
I'm sorry. Well, I'm representing
1523.
So
Gary.
I'm representing him now.
Oh.
Yeah. So
Gary's got jobs. Go, Gary. Gary's got jobs. Get that man a job. Get that man a job.
So I'm fully back in the management game.
Look at you, 1 foot out of the unemployment line for you. Go, Gary. God dog it. I love it. Give that man a job. We love jobs. Go ahead, talk about it. What you gonna do with them now?
So it's all good. So we just making some things happen. We making some things happen. There's things developing for Baba T and him.
Okay.
And I'm just trying to keep alive during this damn heat wave.
Yes, we all are, Gary. We're dodging monkeypox. We're dodging a new COVID variant, and apparently we had our first case of polio.
Yeah, so it's a little crazy out there.
Right.
It's a little crazy in these streets.
Yes.
So yeah, the numbers are up, they say, right?
So they say.
So they say.
Yeah. Anyway, so what else, Gary? Come on. You got me all hot.
I got you.
You got me hot. You got me hot, Gary.
Also, since this is season 5, I mean, we're actually we're going to be working on a new podcast for one of our new hosts, DOA.
DOA's got a show?
The Control Room.
Oh, DOA's got a show. Come on, DOA. That's what I'm talking about. Well, he's going to have to promote it, so don't say anything else.
So Boardwalk Global Media, we're making some moves here.
I see that. Expanding, growing.
We're making some moves here. Y'all know we had the billboard up in Times Square and stuff like that.
That's right. Moving, popping, and shaking.
I know that one.
Yeah.
You ain't tell me that one.
Yeah, it was.
No, they don't tell people a lot of things around here.
It was up for 4 weeks. Everybody knew.
Okay.
So it's all good. All good. So yeah. So, and glad that we're back up. We're season 5. Glad that you're back.
Heidi Z, what's happening with you? What's going on with your week, Heidi?
What's going on with my week? What's going on? Oh, I've been filming.
Okay, what you been filming?
A film I was working on before COVID hit, so we're back in production and stuff like that. So I'm super excited about that. And if you make lemons, that's the name of that.
Okay. Is that the working title or the final title?
That's the final title.
Okay.
I said we were working on this before, girl.
Right, because they usually change. They have a working title and then they change the name.
Yeah. Title.
Yeah.
Well, that's their final title, and some new movie I just got casted on.
Okay.
And stuff. So I'm super excited about that one. Oh my God. You want to hear what I'm playing?
Yeah.
I'm Madam. I'm smacking hoes up.
Okay. Give me my money. Oh, like that.
What show is that?
It's a film I just got casted for.
Oh,
I just
nice.
literally signed my contract and
Oh,
stuff.
that's great.
Big shout
Congratulations to you.
Big shout out to David Cumberbatch. He's what's good. Violator in the house. What's happening?
Violator.
Tasha says hello, everybody. What's up, BGM family?
Hey.
So the title of your film is the film that you're in is what?
If you make lemons, that one. It's still in production. I can't say the other one yet.
No. I want to wonder, you're going to be a madam in.
Oh, that one? I can't give you the name of that one yet.
Okay. That's what I want to know. I want to know about that.
I bet you did. And then just, I've been dealing with my personal stuff, you know, which I'm going through and stuff. And I'm hosting the CETA Awards, the 6th annual CETA Awards, September 17th. So
now, what's the CETA Awards?
The Success in the Arts.
Okay.
Okay, and that is going to be at Jamaica Performing Arts Center.
Oh, great.
So, guys, if you anybody wants to go, your tickets are on sale on Eventbrite and stuff. Y'all could come see me host. I had like super duper fun when I hosted the first time. Oh, it was so fun.
I love
it. And the
it.
changes of outfits and stuff. Yeah.
Okay, dope. A big
You'll
shout
be
out
out
to
here like
you.
Lola Falana.
So as we move into it, you know what I'm saying? Apparently, we have things that are going on in our nation that I wasn't aware of. I just do that.
What's his name got COVID? Biden got COVID.
Yeah, we can start. Not even
Biden
that.
Chronicles?
Let's do the Biden Chronicles because I feel like I want to talk about that. So, one of the big things, which is absolutely positively ridiculous, is your man, his son, smokes crack, apparently, and he's a crackhead, right? He smokes crack, he's a crackhead, and he actually filmed himself. He filmed himself weighing the crack, smoking the crack, and I think he has a gun in the video also.
But he's been doing things for quite some. I don't know if you guys knew, but that's always been in the news about his son always doing drug stuff, weird stuff. He's just out there.
Well, the thing is here.
That boy don't care.
This is where it gets kind of wonky. His father is one of the authors of the crime bill, the drug laws that we know about now that people got locked up for 20, 30 years. If you got caught carrying or using, they gave you big numbers in jail.
Yes.
Okay, so here's the issue. The issue is, why is, and there's two issues for me. He's obviously filming himself, so he clearly doesn't care.
He's been doing this for so long already.
And since he's the president's son, the Secret Service is hired to protect him. So it's on taxpayers' dime. How is he getting these drugs? Who is protecting him? Do they know he's smoking crack? Are they getting the drugs for him? Like, where is this coming from? For him to think it was okay. And 3. I'm going to do a 3.
Yeah, do 3.
I think because a lot of black men and women have been in jail for 20 and 30 years, I think they should sue the government. Because they're not, for what Joe Biden's son is doing, Hunter, for him to get away with that, he should be in jail. That's number 1. And everybody who's been in jail for using crack or smoking it should get out.
Yeah, I agree.
I call that the 10 crack reparations.
We like that. 10 crack reparations, baby.
So, with that being said, understanding your point, and they're valid. So all the times that Trump's son Eric had coke in his nose, and that was okay.
I mean, coke and crack. I mean, they try to parse it, but it's still the same drug at the end of the day. Okay. But the thing is, aren't we tired of them having a certain standard and us being, as people of color, being incarcerated, being forced to do labor, peeling onions so that you can, when you get them at the supermarket, they're already peeled, or garlic that's already peeled, and they're paying them 10 cents a day to do this stuff. And everything in Whole Foods that's peeled is done by
prison labor.
Yes.
Labor, yeah.
Okay. So they just siphoned off 2 generations of people for prison labor, and his son gets to use the same drug that they're putting these people in these camps for, because it's political warfare, right? So I think, as a collective, the government should be sued by all those people, all those families that have people doing big football numbers like 30 years in jail.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Like all the people from the 80s should be let go.
And big shout out to Super Dave. Dave from Violators Radio. He said Obama repealed those laws. Tasha said the drugs and the allegedly illegal guns are coming from the same place.
Of course, yes.
Yes, they are.
Yes, they are.
Yes,
Right.
yes, that's
Yes,
true.
they are.
So that's what they're saying right there in the chat room that I'm seeing right now. So
Biden
that's the
is,
deal.
because Biden is the last segregationist, I guess. I mean, you know, he was part of all of the boys back in the days, and he was definitely racist. I don't care what anybody says.
So basically, we're Giuliani back then.
No, he was worse than Giuliani. Mm-hmm. He supported the Southern racist, like backed by the Ku Klux Klan racist. That's what I'm talking about.
I mean, if you remember during the campaign, Vice President Kamala Harris told Harris.
Where do you see her now? Where's she?
She there.
Kamala with the super big throat, right? She's got a wild throat. Have you seen her throat? Her throat is fucking crazy.
She got the football throat.
Right.
She got the linebacker
listen,
throat.
I got an 18-inch neck. You know what I'm saying? Her shit's got to be 22, 24 inches easy.
Well, I mean, the way she got into office, and from what I've understood, her come up was using her neck.
Oh, was it?
Handstands. You know what I'm saying?
But if you think about it,
she earned it. Look, I'm sorry. I don't care how you put it.
I mean, before the Kamala's blowjobs, she
allegedly
she said, listen, she gives blowjobs, B.
I mean,
to somebody.
Well, okay.
I mean, if it's not
somebody,
but we're not saying that she does this to get ahead. That's not what we're saying.
Exactly.
Somebody doing Monica Lewinsky.
Pause.
Yeah, we're not saying that. But what did happen, what I do want to say about that is she did make a statement and she told a story about segregation in California and how Joe Biden and how Joe Biden was the one that signed the bill for the busing when she was a little girl. She did say that.
Mm-hmm. Of course, and they did a debate, and guess what happened? He wound up telling her, well, be my vice president.
Exactly. She's sold out.
Be a millionaire. Be my vice president. Be a millionaire.
I'd have taken that. I'm not letting one hold on to the past.
No, but hold on.
I'm good now.
Hold on. So here's the deal. So it's not about just, all right, so Hunter Biden
it's not
has
about throat.
No, Hunter Biden has a very colorful past because he had a brother named Bo.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Bo died of cancer. Mm-hmm. Oh, he's fine as hell, too. Anyway, Bo died of cancer. Hunter turned around and married his wife.
Huh?
He married his wife. He married his brother's wife.
That's some Ruth shit. That's biblical.
Now, that's some Jacksons. The Jacksons do that, too.
Yeah, but isn't that what they did to Ruth in the Bible? Like the husband died and then...
I know the Bible.
Hey, guys, let me know about Ruth in the Bible.
He married his brother's wife.
It's biblical.
And had kids with her.
Wow.
Oh, wow. That's...
Damn.
So is that forgiven in the law of
well, he married his husband,
religion?
the wife. No, she stayed with the family.
Look,
bitch knew what she was doing.
Hey, she spread it
That's all I'm saying.
She spread it like mustard seed.
Listen, bitch knew what she was doing. She said,
spread it like mustard seed.
One day this dude's gonna be the president, and I need to be close.
I think you know what happened. You know what I think happened.
She did a thing.
Nah, you know what I think happened. I think. The brother was dying of cancer.
You know she lives in the White House.
Hold on.
How nasty is it?
Hold on. The brother was dying of cancer. They were watching over his bed as he lay dying. They did a bump on the table next to him.
They were in the damn room doing it.
And then they went into the bathroom and got it popping.
They was popping in the goddamn room.
Why not? Why not? He films himself with weighing 21 grams of crack rock. I don't understand. And how does...
So we know that he's immorally barren.
He's way worse than barren,
right?
His soul is corrupted. His soul is corrupted. He ain't even got an angel on the shoulder. It's just a big devil right there.
He driving in the bus with gasoline draws to hell.
So have there been any consequences based on his crack use?
No.
Is anybody saying anything?
No. First of all, shout out to Sky News Australia. They're the only ones in America. Well, on YouTube. Yeah. If anybody want to watch the Hunter Biden crack,
the real shit.
Yeah, they got it on their YouTube channel. Go and watch that.
Well, have you ever heard of the son ever going even trying to get rehab? Anything? Anybody try to help him?
Yeah. He did go to rehab.
It didn't work. It didn't work. Let's put it that way. When crack calls, you go answering.
Yeah, and they got
you go and you get some hankering.
He got the money to get it, so
and he probably did some. He probably did some strange change.
Dave said that's Little House on the Prairie ish. It is. It actually is. It's absolutely positively crazy.
So Jill Biden also got into. She was in the press recently.
Hunter hates Jill, by the way.
Well, of course, I would hate Jill too. Why? She probably tried to. She probably turned him down when he offered her, a hit off the pipe.
It wouldn't get up.
So what's going on with Jill Biden?
So Jill Biden was in the news recently. She had made a comment. She went to, I believe it was Texas, right?
Okay.
And she made a comment about Hispanics and how diverse, Spanish people are.
Yeah.
And she made a comment saying that, Hispanics are as diverse as bodegas are too, right?
But she went down the line. Keep going. Bodegas in the Bronx. Right?
Yeah, bodegas in the Bronx. Something about Miami blossoms and a
For the gardeners.
No, wait, what's a Cuban, right? Was it Cuban?
Cubans are in Miami.
Cuban. She didn't say Cuban sandwiches, did she?
Yes, she did.
Oh
Yeah.
shit. So okay, the optics were not clearly right. Coming from a white person that can't even pronounce bodegas, it's come on.
Listen, here's what I'm saying, and I thought that people took it too far. What she was simply saying, first of all, the fact that the writer actually acknowledged the Bronx bodega and acknowledged that the bodega is actually indigenous to New York City was actually brilliant to me. That's I want to say that first.
Okay, you say
Second, she was simply saying that through all these different, aspects of originality, that this is what your people are.
I get it, but hold on.
And that's all. And I thought that was complimentary.
Yeah, but hold on.
I didn't take offense.
It's not that you say bodegas and you mispronounce it. You could say you don't know any other thing that Puerto Ricans do or Latins do in New York other than a bodega. Like what else? What else do Latin people do in New York?
Listen, I'm gonna tell you what they did.
They sell mangoes.
Oh Lord!
Yeah, you wanna do
Mute her. Oh my God.
Heidi, mango
give her a
sales.
buzzer. Yeah,
No,
give
that's
her
not
a
it.
buzzer. That's Mexican.
She's like, they do mangoes.
No, that's Mexican.
No, I see Puerto Ricans and the canepas and with the mangoes.
Oh, the canepas.
Yeah,
I love the
that's
canepas.
what they sell the mangoes and the canepas.
but they're not known for that though.
Right, and then who knows that, right?
And they know for the ices,
no, don't give her a buzzer.
Why? They do the
They
ices.
do that shit. That's
No,
grape
the Puerto
shit.
Ricans do the
They
ices.
do that shit. That's grape shit.
I know, but
the
hold
coconut,
on.
and the coconut thing.
I'm thinking of culturally. I'm not about what they serve. God, dog. I'm talking about
from the hood, bro.
Nah, salsa. Come on.
yeah.
New York soul. Come on.
Oh, it's salsa. I just go with salsa. Which was invented in New York.
A lot of that, well,
It was invented in
that's
New
the
York.
ones that were born in Puerto Rico. Now, the Puerto Ricans that was born in the Bronx and New York, yeah, they ain't about that life.
Well, they used to be. Remember West Side Story?
The ones that were born in Puerto Rico, though.
Nah, they
The
came.
ones that born in Puerto Rico.
No, Puerto Ricans immigrated into New York in the 1940s.
However, the point being is that she was talking to Puerto Ricans in the United States, right? And salsa is indigenous to New York. It is a
Not bodegas. Well, not only bodegas.
Hold on, wait. Salsa wasn't invented in Puerto Rico. It was invented in New York in the United States, right? Tito Puente made that clear. He was like, I don't even know what. First of all, Tito Puente didn't feel like he felt that he played salsa. He was very much against salsa. He hated salsa. He said salsa is catch-up. That's what it is. Because Tito was always a mambo guy. He was a mambo guy.
Like Ricky Ricardo.
Right, and after mambo came
Cuban,
salsa.
right? Ain't
So
mambo Cuban?
she could have said that, but not a lot of people know that.
Okay.
Right? So I think they went down a list of like 10 to 20 things, and they were like, well,
They said that one, and she still mispronounced it.
they're like, let's go with the bodega.
As a person who shops in a bodega,
what did she say?
I'm offended.
What did she say?
Jesus, you want me to pull it up?
No, I want to know the word that she used instead of bodega. What?
I wasn't
She
there.
couldn't say the word bodega.
She probably said bodega. I don't know.
It's and the bodegas in the Bronx.
bodegas.
That's the only way phonetically it sounds outside of bodega.
Right.
Bodega.
No, bodega. I think she probably said bodega.
What's up, C224 in the house? What's happening? I see you.
So I wouldn't consider them. We got the
So
Habibis.
go ahead, Gary, because I want to hear your side of things.
The Habibis.
No, I mean, listen. I think they don't know the lingo, how
I
to
get
say
it. I get it.
Right. So I don't think that she would.
been in the bodega.
But you know what it's called? It's called gringo talk.
Right, and
It's gringoish.
even her speech writer, because all of them up there,
Of course.
they got speech writers. They don't come from where we come from, and they don't really know.
Which is an
understand the
insult.
lingo.
She shouldn't have even brought up bodega. That's what I'm saying. If she don't know about it, you ain't about it. Don't talk about it. You can talk about anything else. Salsa is a very easy word to pronounce.
To be
So my
fair,
question
they
is,
need people. So
for like us,
I agree that
I am.
they do need people that are more
I'll write the fucking
Diverse.
speeches.
culturally in tune.
Yeah, I'll write the fucking
Right.
speeches from now on.
So
Culture.
Let me in.
you know, because
For Joe Biden, I'll go write the speeches. She wants some street shit. I'll be like, listen, it's bodega.
Well, you can't interrupt her while she's making a speech.
Yeah, that is true.
So it's the horse just already left the barn.
Yeah, it did. It's all fucked up.
And you have to do the phonetic like bow and then a dash. Right.
Right. Being Latino. Okay. So like when we see white people, try to say bodega, any Spanish words, of course, they call them gringos.
Right.
That's what we call especially when they start pronouncing the words.
Yeah. But Gary, go ahead, finish with saying what you're gonna do that anyway.
Yeah. They need people who are more
okay.
Because even with the speech writers, I mean, you write the speech, they got to practice the speech. Like, how is it going to sound? Right? You can't go in front of the camera and,
exactly
mispronounce words. Like, that's why they have a press
So why didn't they just get AOC? Right?
She used to work in a bodega.
Why didn't they just get AOC to come in and look that over and be like, you know what, on the New York side, you got to say it this way. Now
we know somebody from the Bronx.
Right.
Let's get AOC.
Right. Yeah. She should oversee any speech that has anything to do with Latinas or Latinos. That's it.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. I think she does.
And
she's like the resident Latina.
Wait, Gary's not done.
Oh, Gary, okay, go.
No,
because we got to make sure you're done, Gary.
We love this.
Because we'll be 3 conversations away, and you'll be like, I want to talk about what we just talked about. 3. But hold on. I mean, honestly,
I'm gonna do that, Dave. I'm gonna slide that in her direct message with the phonetic pronunciation that we spelled out today on this show.
Bodega.
That's right.
There you go.
Bodega.
So Bow, BOWDAY,
right.
GA.
So now let's go to Big Daddy.
La Bodega.
Joe.
Okay.
Now, I'm not gonna say I don't like him. I just know he's part of the old school racists, right? And it was mind-boggling that although he did, write the crime bill that put a lot of people in jail, and he was a segregationist at one point, he went on Hot 97 when he was running for office. A certain radio show. I shouldn't even say that.
I remember.
And
it's a radio station.
It's a radio station. No, he went on the Breakfast Club. That's a radio show.
That was not Hot 97.
I'm sorry. Well, what was
that?
That
was Power 105.
Power 105. I mispronounced him. I misspoke. I'm sorry.
No. We don't want to blame nobody.
Speaking about
but it's a certain radio show.
Just quickly.
Fucking breaking news from Gary. Hold on.
No.
Put the fucking camera on you.
You never do that. He did like this. He was like, hey.
You never do this. Go ahead, Gary.
No, Robin mentioned Hot 97. So Steve Smith, he passed away.
Yes.
Yeah, I know Steve.
Okay, yeah. So Steve, who is responsible for turning Hot 97 into hip-hop. Into what it is. About a week ago, he passed away.
Rest in peace, Steve.
Rest in peace to him and
Rest in peace.
That's all I wanted to say.
All right, so back to what I was saying.
Should I play a gospel song for him?
Yes, please.
I can't move my leg today.
Okay, there you go. First of all, he was a great guy. Let's start with that, number one.
Steve was a good guy.
And he was instrumental in making Hot 97 an all hip hop station.
That's
We'll
right.
just start with that. He's not the guy that actually brought like Chuck Chill Out and Jazzy J on the radio. I forgot who that was who was programming Kiss.
Barry Mayo.
Barry Mayo, I think.
Barry Mayo, yeah.
Is the one that did that.
What a strange last name.
Yeah.
Barry Mayo for
Yeah, he's the one that he's the one that was responsible for bringing hip hop to the radio.
Got it.
And Steve was the one who isolated it and said, we're only going to do a hip hop
That's
station.
right.
Got it.
That was Steve.
Because Hot 97 was dance, if you remember.
Because it was called...
It was disco.
It was hot... No, it was hot...
It was disco?
It was Hot 103.
It was hot, right.
And they played, not dance, they played freestyle.
Right.
Is that when they were saying on top of the Empire State Building?
That's Z100.
No, back then when, like, wasn't in the 80s, the hot, whatever, what station you
Hot
said it was?
103.
Okay.
It was hot, it was...
Hot 103.
Wasn't it on top of the Empire State Building?
I mean, probably, because they all are.
Yeah, back then.
Yeah, probably the antenna, yeah.
Yeah, because they all are. They all broadcast off of that. But what they did was they gave freestyle a station,
which was
right?
Hot 103. Right. Yes.
And then it wasn't really getting the traction that they wanted, and when they transitioned to Hot 97, and I believe this was the summer of 92 or 91. No, it was might have been like 90, 91.
Yeah.
They transitioned. No, it might have been like late 80s. They transitioned over. No, 91, because I think that's when Flex went on. They transitioned to Hot 97. They changed their frequency and became Hot 97.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And that's Steve.
Oh. Rest in peace, Steve.
And Steve, for what?
You need a church bell or something.
Some choir. I don't know.
Yeah,
that wasn't it.
Like a church bell. Or dong. Dong.
Look at that.
For what Steve did with Hot 97, Clear Channel went and hired him, and he was the one that brought Dre and Ed over to to Clear Channel.
My dudes.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
So anyway,
let's just go back.
I'm sorry.
Back to you, Robin.
Thank you.
Back to you, Robin.
Joe Biden. We're doing the Biden Chronicles right now.
Oh yeah.
Joe went on a particular station and said to a particular radio host while he was campaigning for the black vote that if you don't vote for him, you're not black.
Yeah, he said that.
Yes,
he said it on air.
That.
And then after he said that, he left. He was just like, I don't even care what you think. This is not the purpose of me being here. My purpose of me being here is to tell you, niggas, that you need to fall in line with the Democratic ticket. And it doesn't matter if I was a segregationist in the past. You're a Democrat. So you're going to vote. And as long as you a Democrat, you're black, you're going to vote for me. So thank you and good night. So that's exactly what he did.
And that's
Listen, Dave from Violators.
Dave from Violators. Cardi B has a pawn with that.
Yeah, she was a pawn.
Dave from Violators says, careful, the caucus of black ministers politicized Biden and others for those strict federal penalties for the coke crack use and sale. In essence, we asked for it.
Let me read that because that was all messed up.
Yeah, let me give it to you again. So what he's saying is,
let me put my glasses
the caucus of black ministers, right, politicked Biden and others for the strict federal penalties for the coke and crack.
Politicized Biden.
Yes, they did.
Careful.
Yes.
The caucus of black ministers politicized Biden and others for those strict federal penalties for the coke crack use and sale. Yeah. In essence, we asked for it. But we always ask for it. That's the problem, right? That's why we have the problems we have. By the way, we have we talking about like super high inflation. We're almost at 10% inflation, the highest it's ever been. Almost. But yet we're giving billions of dollars to Ukraine. How is that possible? How is that possible? How is the president's wife from Ukraine able to come to the White House and lobby for more money? We gave them almost $1 trillion, damn it, right? And meanwhile, they're shutting down farms. You can't even grow your own food on your farm. They will pay you not to do it.
Yep.
And then they raise the prices of food. So we're out here. Not only are we starving, we're paying more, not getting paid anymore. Money to keep up with inflation, and on top of that, the gas is crazy. Right. Biden went over to Saudi Arabia.
Saudi Arabia, yeah.
Right. He kissed the he kissed the ring out there, right? But meanwhile, he's giving billions of dollars in aid to Ukraine. Why? And then they're bringing in all their people in here to do what? What are they gonna do? Right? They're gonna vote Democrat? Is that what the point? That's the point. They're gonna vote Republican.
Right.
Okay.
I think that one, there needs to be clearly a totally different party, but because after what happened on January 6th, come on, blatant violation of the Constitution at so many levels, so many laws were broken.
I like the way you're segueing into something. Right. I like it.
So many laws were broken, and for Republicans to be okay with that. Come on.
Did you hear the latest news? The Secret Service has a team.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're hiring their own private attorney.
Right. And that's obstruction of justice.
Hey, the emails are gone. Everything is gone from that day. They don't know where it is. And guess what? In order for you to get it, you're going to have to send us to court.
But this is what I'm saying.
So give me a second. I hit the 30-minute mark. Let me go into a break real quick.
Okay.
And then we'll come right back and we'll deal with what we're dealing with and the conversation.
All right.
Well, you're
And
going
we
to
love
have to.
that.
Yes.
I'm at the Universal Hip Hop Museum. This is the first stop once you come through the door. So they got this button here. So it says push it. I'm gonna push it. Oh yeah! Universal Hip Hop Museum. Rock Logic to the building. It's going down. Boom, bam, boom, bam, boom, boom, bam. So this is the first stop. The Universal Hip Hop Museum exhibit. I'm gonna take you to the rest of the exhibit. You wanna see everything? Chili dog, chili slaw. Here, let me. You have no idea what's going on. I was in the metaverse. Don't come to this, you broadcast. As the museum has become fully interactive, so you can have a hip hop experience that you can actually experience writing graffiti on a gate. Just be like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Oh, my tab is wow. Yo, the cops. Yo, gotta go. So much activity and so many different things to do. I recommend anybody to come out here.
Home of Hip Hop, Universal Hip Hop Museum coming to you very soon. So come to the revolution of hip hop to get a sneak peek.
Two things will happen. One, someone somewhere in the world who you don't know will die. And two, you didn't let me finish. Someone somewhere in the world will die. Got it. Don't hit it again.
You out of fucking niggas.
I didn't fuck him, babe.
So this text say, I enjoyed your time. I hope your pussy not mad at me. What are y'all beating your fucking pussy up?
Nah.
So what the fuck happened? Don't lie, I'll break your fucking glasses.
I'm not gonna lie to you. We was gonna do it, but it didn't fit.
What the fuck you mean it didn't fit? What the fuck?
It didn't fit.
Man, couches don't fit through doors and shit like that. What the fuck? I fit. What the fuck you mean? I fit. So you out.
I was fucking my girl last night 2 hours straight like Rambo. I ain't come one time. I didn't pull out. I swear to God, I'm a fucking freak.
Man, you ain't no freak. Look, I eat ass.
Bro, I suck toes, eat ass, suck titties, lick ears, and lick eyeballs.
Look, man, I eat ass, suck toes, then I put my finger in the ass and take my finger out and suck on it like a newborn baby.
I put hot sauce in my girl's booty hole, take a chicken wing, dunk it in the crack, eat it, hit it from the back, and suck her titties in her neck at the same time.
I make my girl squirt up in my cereal and use it as a substitution for milk.
I was fucking my girl last night 2 hours straight like Rambo. I ain't come one time.
Yeah, we're back. All right, yeah, because we have to hit the 30-minute break these days. All right, and that's what's going on. So, yeah, where were we at? What was the conversation? Where were we going?
We were talking about Joe Biden. And, well, he was the last of my Biden chronicles. I don't know about any other stories.
I think we were segueing into the January 6th and what was happening.
Well, yeah.
So, are they finally going to get this Steve Bannon fucker?
They got him already.
They got him.
Yeah.
He's not in jail yet, though.
But it's 2 years, so he's guilty. But the maximum they could give him is 2 years. And the last time someone got this was like back in the 1950s, where they actually went to jail for not following a congressional subpoena.
Well, he's what was the charge, right?
It was
contempt of Congress.
Yeah. Contempt of Congress.
Right.
Yeah. So the last time somebody got charged and went to jail for that was like in the 1950s.
Right. Okay. Oh. Well, he may find himself at home there. He looks like he hasn't bathed in 3 years, so
well, look, I mean,
he won't be dropping any soap. I know that because he won't need it.
I think
he doesn't use it.
What we have here is with the Department of Justice with Merrick Garland. Well, first of all, the feds very different from the states. When the feds take you to court,
of course,
they're not going to court to lose.
So
the state, they take you to court and the state will lose. But the feds, more times than not, when they take you to court, they're going to have probably.
So 95%. I think he was banking on I think he was banking on the election being overturned.
A lot of them were.
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, and what is this film about? What's his name? Madison Crawley, one of the senators who raised his fist outside with the protesters and started running when they started getting close to him.
Yeah.
He started running and hiding. What was that about?
He was,
and they showed it at the hearing, I believe.
Yeah. So he was. So apparently, he was walking outside, and I guess the barricades and stuff. So he raised his fist in solidarity.
Yeah.
With them. Then later on, when shit hit the fan,
He started running like a chicken.
shit hit the fan. the cameras inside the Capitol, they caught him winning.
Yeah, that nigga did jump the boogie.
Yeah.
Wow. So, Rock, what do you have to say about that?
What? I ain't got shit to say about that shit. I don't know shit about
You
it.
know why I kept laughing? Because they kept saying
don't know nothing
nobody
about
did
that.
anything at the White House. Because our White House was emotionally drained.
Yeah, and didn't the Secret
They had
Service?
balls to say they were emotionally drained.
What the guys who were guarding Pence?
Yeah.
They wrote texts to their family members thinking they were gonna die.
Yes.
Yeah, they were like goodbye.
Is that why they erased the text?
No, no. I think that they tried to get Pence out. I think that was the plan.
Yeah.
But they rerouted him out, and they knew whoever was guarding him, if they got intercepted trying to route
They
him
wouldn't
away,
get that thing.
yeah, they won't get the thing.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah.
Dave says when being white goes wrong. Lazy in the house. Shout out to Lazy in the house.
Last night.
MOP
Hey,
Lazy, OSG in the building.
They kept saying, play the video.
Oh, man.
I kept cracking up. Play the video. But they was roasting Trump.
So now I want to go to the title of the show.
Okay.
So let's segue into that.
Sure.
Let's do it.
Okay, so apparently a mother took her children to Sesame Place, which is in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, and that's a nice place.
Thanks, Gary.
What?
I
I'm sorry.
didn't. Well, you know what? I was going to go,
I haven't been there
but now
since I
that
was
you've
a
been
kid.
there, as you said, it's nice.
That was years ago, though.
Oh, you got to move your head. No, I mean, listen. You said it's nice.
But how long ago, Gary?
Now, did you? Wait, hold on.
Okay.
So while you were out there, did Elmo like give you the diss? Did he diss
Here we
you?
go. Nah. It was
So
all good.
did-
No, that's a legitimate question. Did Elmo diss you?
Nah, Elmo didn't
Did you go to a
diss
parade and Rosita came and she was like, nah.
Did she hug you?
Did she give you the Hakeem Olajuwon? Nah.
Nah, I ain't getting none of that.
No.
No.
I ain't getting none of that. Sorry.
Okay. So, all right. So,
Did you interact with the characters at all?
Absolutely.
which ones?
Okay.
God.
So wait, how long ago was this, Gary? Hold on.
Did you interact with Cookie?
Oh, no, this is
Also?
like,
And how old were you?
20 years ago, maybe?
You in your 30s, bro. You in your 30s. You in your 30s, bro. You gotta explain.
No.
You took the kids. You took the kids, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So,
Okay.
whose
That's why
kids?
Your kids, right?
No.
Oh,
He was stepdaddy.
That video. So,
All of that is wrong. Go ahead.
the video that's online with the black kids that was waving to the,
Rosita.
oh my God.
Wait, so
Rosita.
break down the video. Break it down.
There's a video, because I'm trying to make the connection here. So there's a video that I saw, which I was pretty offended by, where it was that.
Oh, you saw the slap? Did you see the slap?
Hold on a second. Where it was these little black girls,
Go ahead.
and there was a parade going on with all the characters, Dora and all of them,
Yeah.
right? And the characters were touching the white kids' hands, and then when it came to the black girls, they were like, "No."
Yeah, no.
Is that the video?
No. But hold on, Gary. That's only one out of many. There's more.
Okay.
There's more.
I'm gonna interrupt you. I'm all in.
There's more.
I'm
So
all ears.
the one that got me was the slap.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Which character was it? Was it Ernie? Because he has the yellow hand.
Okay.
No, that's
I gotta
Bert.
defend my friends.
I thought
I
it
have
was
to
Ernie.
defend my Sesame Street friends because that's the people working in the costumes.
Well, guess what? Not there, right? At the same place?
No. Sesame Street and Sesame Street Place are two different things.
No, they both owned by the same.
No, they're not.
They're not?
No.
Oh.
Sesame
Sesame
Place
Place.
licenses the character.
I see. Like Disney.
Yeah.
Like Disney and Marvel.
Yeah, they
and all
license the
that.
So
characters.
they don't own Sesame Place?
No.
No,
Sesame
sorry.
Street does not own Sesame Place.
Right. It's a whole subsidiary.
It'd be like if it would be like
I really thought they did when I was a kid.
no, it'd be like if we went, okay, we're gonna
It's
start
like
an amusement
McDonald's.
park. If we wanted to start an amusement park and we go, okay, we want to license the characters and we're going to call them Sesame Place.
Right.
Got it. I got it.
That's what
It's a legal name that. And this character had a big round bottom like a stomach, and ran up on the kid and just knocked this kid down deliberately. And I'm like outraged. I mean, I didn't know that there was so many incidences.
So are they telling them? I wonder. You know, like when you go apply. So say, I'm gonna go apply and work at Sesame Place. Okay, I want to be one of the characters. You know, now I wonder, do they tell you sitting there? Oh, because I've been at jobs like that where they tell you, you know, don't entertain the black kids or don't do.
Oh, you've experienced that?
Yes, I have.
Oh, talk about that. I want to hear about that.
Go ahead, Heidi.
I want to hear about this.
When I worked with, I'm not gonna say the company because you know.
No, that's all right. You ain't got to do that. But are they still in business?
Yes.
Okay.
And it's a worldwide known company. And when I first got there, because I've been ambassading for so many years, so I remember when I was on a field and stuff, and we, of course, you know, in branding and marketing, you have to take photos throughout the day. Right. So basically, it was one young lady that was working with me. I was like, hey girl, get in there. You know, where everybody holding the product. And then I'm being told, no, Heidi, no. I said, what you mean, no? Like, no, she can't be in the photo. I said, why? I was like, well, she white, so why she can't be in the photo? Because of her weight.
Oh, okay. I thought it was a race thing.
No. Wait, listen, I'm not done yet. Okay. That was my first experience.
Oh, let's go with that.
Okay, that was my first. The second time they send me out to Brooklyn. Okay, so they're telling me, now you're sending me to an area demographics was predominantly black. So how are you gonna tell me, oh, don't take pictures of black people in this area to find the white people?
Wow, they told you that?
Yes.
Holy shit, okay.
And I said, well, damn, why you gonna send me out here? Why you gonna send me here when you know that, you know, the demographics is high? Like, come on, really? But yes, there are companies that do that.
That do that. That's crazy.
Yes, there are.
So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna break for a second.
So I'm wondering, does Sesame Place tell their workers have that thing, you know, because...
Well, clearly they do.
You know?
Clearly they do.
Company, especially in marketing, think about it. It's always about the look. It's always about this with them.
I got something when Rock comes back from the commercial.
Yeah, but come back because I want to make sure I definitely get DOA on. Okay. Because, you know, he's been waiting patiently, so I want to make sure we put the D-ster on because we love the D-ster because the D-ster's crazy. You know what I'm saying? So we'll be right back. Give me a second. I don't think I'm going to play that. Hold on. Let me see what I should play. Oh, I know what I'll play. I'm going to play this one right here.
I could go for days on this.
How you gonna ask me a question like that?
How do you marry a woman and then turn around and let a man bend you over?
Ain't nobody bending me over.
Oh, so you doing the bending? Is that what it is?
I was fucking my girl last night 2 hours straight like Rambo. I ain't come one time. I didn't pull out. I swear to God, I'm a fucking freak.
Man, you ain't no freak. Look, I eat ass.
Bro, I suck toes, eat ass, suck titties, lick ears, and lick eyeballs.
Look, man, I eat ass, suck toes. Then I put my finger in the ass and take my finger out and suck on it like a newborn baby.
I put hot sauce in my girl's booty hole, take a chicken wing, dunk it in the crack, eat it, hit it from the back, and suck her titties in her neck at the same time.
I make my girl squirt up in my cereal and use it as a substitution for milk.
I was fucking my girl last night 2 hours straight like Rambo. I ain't come one time. I didn't pull out.
Oh wow, that's like little DOA. Big shout out to DOA.
DOA ain't a little champ. They got him in a little champ.
Yeah,
why you do that to him?
What's up, DOA? I gotta put the camera on my man DOA. DOA is in the house.
Salute everybody. Salute.
Oh, it didn't look that crazy on the screen. You good? So what's going on, man? What's happening to DOA?
Besides being tipsy off this, what's it? How you pronounce this?
We call it resin.
That's resin.
Well, that
Resin's a chemical, isn't it?
They call that shit rosin.
Doesn't it harden when it gets?
That's Riesling.
No,
You're talking about
Riesling.
Riesling.
That's
that's wine.
Yeah, that's wine.
Resin.
Resin. That's what it says on the can.
Yeah, that shit got me tipsy as fuck.
Yeah, it's not nothing to play with.
So what's going on, D-Ster? I seen you going hard, man. What's happening? You was over there waiting. I know you was waiting.
No, I'm good. I'm just sitting there watching. You know what I mean? You know, I'm good. I'm a team player. You know what I mean?
Right.
Of course. We family. Come on now.
Yeah.
Love everything.
So, you know, I just been doing my battle rap corner on IG, promoting battle rap events, doing my little interviews on IG, and promoting a lot of artists and stuff like that. I've been writing a lot of comedy.
Okay.
So I'm ready to get back on stage and make them do what they do. I'm ready.
So, where would you love to perform comedy?
Honestly, New Eureka Pose Cafe.
Nice.
Because that's like my second home.
Is it?
Yeah.
Nice. Well, I haven't been there in years.
Yeah.
Wow.
I would like to do like an hour.
Mm-hmm.
And just go in and talk about whatever.
Right.
Real shit.
Yeah, because they freestyle in there too. They just go off the rip.
Freestyle, hip hop.
Yeah.
And just combine it and just tell my story and just rock out and have fun.
Right.
You know,
it would be nice. It would be nice if we could do some skits.
I'm ready. We could do a skit right now.
Like I'm enjoying doing the ones on IG.
Yeah.
So I found like sort of a new life, right?
Right.
And I'm having a little bit of fun with it. But I'm like, you know, we are creative people. We can come up with our own ideas. You know what I'm saying? That would be equally as funny or even more funny than the stuff they have on there. So
I'm ready.
I'm kind of ready to get into that.
I want to play.
Yeah, we're gonna make that work.
Okay. Heidi wants to play.
Yeah.
She's got her play voice going on. She wants to play. She's making it known.
Yeah, so we can do that. So I'm gonna definitely start to do that.
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready, man.
You know,
first of all,
I christened the cameras yesterday shooting the OSG Uncle Lay's cooking show.
Yeah.
So I actually brought the cameras out of the studio, took it out to Jersey, and we filmed, and it was successful. So I'm ready to work.
Congratulations on the renovation that you did here.
Isn't it great?
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Congratulations on this. This is nice. More room to
Right. Doesn't it feel better now?
Yeah.
Feels open.
Because before it was like, how do you feel? I feel like, you know what?
Right.
I was like,
and I love the camera angles. And they do individual shots.
Yeah, I was able to do that and manipulate it. So
shit is smooth,
man. We changed it up.
And, you're moving on up.
I feel much better.
So salute to Verbal Warzone. That's a company, not a battle league. They got a battle this Saturday, which is tomorrow.
Wow.
July 23rd. I'm going to be in the building. DOA Media, the control room, will be in the building, interviewing everybody, having fun with all the battle rap artists.
Nice.
So I'm looking forward to that. But I want to talk about the Sesame Thugs.
Oh, yes, go ahead.
The Sesame
Come
Thugs.
on. Sesame Thugs. Rosita the Thug.
Different time, right? People looking at the characters, but it's the people that's inside.
Right.
The costumes, right?
That's right.
They're younger.
Yep.
Ignorant. And if you have to say you have to properly train them to interact with children, they don't need to be there.
Right.
That's
absolutely
that's in you.
Right.
You should be able to interact with children.
Yeah.
As a human being.
Yeah. So they know what they're doing. They just got caught. See, they'll let things slide until they get caught.
Yeah, and I think too, everything works on a top-down basis. I don't think it was unnoticed, for a period of time that, they've been doing this to certain children. Right?
How many cases, Robin?
Well, so far I've seen 3.
Okay.
Okay? That's what so far.
And that's
there could be many more
recent?
that wasn't caught on camera. Right. Okay, so imagine all the other incidences that were not caught on camera. So let's just go with, I think it's a management problem. Management, top down. I think if they allow this to happen, then it's going to continue happening. But I don't see any repercussions for this at all.
Because I can't say they don't care, but I will say, let me move up.
Oh, they still working it?
Yeah.
Let me share a story. Back in 2008.
It's well, I say it's a civil suit more than anything, because it causes, when little black kids get treated a certain way early like that, it can cause a lot of stress and anxiety mentally for that child as they grow up. If they're getting treated like that now, what is waiting for them in this world? You know what I mean?
And that's why we have to educate our kids too.
Stress and anxiety is not only passed down by genetics, but it also is experiences, right? Mm-hmm. Reinforced by experiences.
Also, too, the problem that I saw, which obviously upset me, is that these little black kids, they connect with these characters.
Right. And Sesame Street was built around a black-centered neighborhood. And to take it and elevate it and twist it, where now the black kids are getting attacked by the characters or the people inside the characters.
Right. So the black kids, I black kids emotionally connect with these characters so they see the character alive.
Yes.
And the character's going to shun them.
Yeah.
That's the, come on. Man.
And let's not forget, where Sesame Place is near a place called Levittown.
Mm-hmm. Pennsylvania.
I know that is.
Okay, and we all
I know about Levittown.
Okay, so I think those attitudes over there don't really change, right? They still got sundown towns out there, so let's just go with that. So
back in 2008, which has nothing to do with Sesame Place, but I went to Disney.
Mm-hmm.
My daughter was 8 at the time.
Right.
They have a policy that you have to smile. You don't smile, they fire you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you're going to pull out rules and policies, follow by it. All this, we have to investigate. What's to investigate if it's right there in front of you?
No, you have to smile.
And not only that, but now companies are, let's just say, I had a locksmith come into my house to pop a lock and replace it. And I'm like, well, she says, you're going to get a phone call from the company to see if I did a good job, right? So they build their model around how
Customer
people,
service.
right. They build their model from the bottom up, like hotels do it too. So they need that feedback so they can use it to train their employees to say, listen, we need to have you not only perform your duties, but do it in a way in which the customer is happy. And these people are paying exorbitant amounts of money to go to Sesame Place. They're paying like almost $20 for popcorn and $15 for drinks. This is not a cheap place to go, as far as I know. Gary, you may be able to chime in on that.
It's not a cheap place.
Yes.
So how do we fix the problem?
Well, I'll tell you one thing. It's not about holding a press conference. It's okay.
The company have to change their human resource laws and all that stuff.
You know what I think?
Or implement actions.
Well, if they're traded by the stock market, I would employ all black people to buy that stock, right? And then pull it right out and get their money back and bankrupt the company. I mean, that's my solution.
Let's make a run on the bank, baby. Let's make a run on the bank.
Do a dollar stock, do a minimum stock, and have like a whole bunch of people buy stocks and then have a seat at the table and say, listen, you need to change your policies. We're here, we're at the table, and we're going to make the decisions. Money talks all the time.
Unfortunately, we living in a day and time where people just don't care no more. And that's full circle.
I think too, also, it's not about people not caring anymore. If this would happen to another type of child, let's say a person from like Israel or another, cultural, demographic, this would not stand at all. Right?
Listen,
no, I don't mean people.
The Jews stick together.
I'm not talking about people as far as that. I'm talking about as far as people they hire. Like, it's not the same ethnics as opposed to 20, 30 years ago.
You're right. And let me tell you,
different.
There's a story I read today about a woman who applied for a job, and I cannot name the place right now. She applied for a job, and they turned her down, right? When she applied, and they asked you what your ethnicity is, and she put black, right? She went back to that job and put her race as mixed and got hired. We talking about more than just a management problem here, okay?
But I'm not surprised.
Like I said, it's still going on in these companies.
I'm not surprised.
I'm not surprised.
So
this goes on all the time.
I gotta say, so my uncle back in 1980 with Merrill Lynch. Now, my uncle, he's very light-skinned, could pass for white. When he went to go work at Merrill Lynch, he put white on his application and they hired him.
Right, of course.
Yeah, I mean, I put white on mine all the time.
I'm biracial, can't you tell?
Right.
I'm white. Look
I'm struggling with my black side. Let me tell you something. Oh, speaking of which, and I hate to, bring this up, but there was a question that I heard about earlier about, being, a person of color or being black or whatever, and getting jobs. And then there was a question about men, black men in particular. Oh, you're trying to get me turned up. Black men in particular are feminizing themselves in order to get jobs.
I've never heard. Damn.
Well, like deliberately, like.
What do you mean?
Yes. Like
metrosexual type.
No, like for example, they don't want to come across as too manly.
Too manly.
Right. So they'd rather have a perception that they're gay.
What's that? You got that?
So they could get a bigger position.
I don't know what the fucking hit on that
They
one.
fake to be gay. So they fake to be gay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Is that saying they fake it to be gay?
Yes, they're actually.
So they're converting to pretend to be gay to get jobs,
or to not to be seen as threatening.
As being a man.
Right. Right.
Hi, I'm a man. I'm sorry.
Big shout out to Renee Mickens in the house.
Well, think about this. Think about this. In movies, there's only out of all the black men who are in movies, there's only very few that we know of. Very few that won't wear a dress, right?
Mm-hmm.
That won't look like a buffoon. You got NBA stars wearing dresses now.
Yeah.
That's been going on.
Okay, I'm just saying, in public, right? You got men wearing dresses. You got them in movies acting like they're stupid, they're buffoonish, or they're in drag. I gotta say, I'm gonna be controversial. Black men at this particular point in time are the biggest cross-dressers in history.
They are. Well, don't let me get started, Rob. Don't let me get started, Rob.
How do you feel about this, DOA?
You got a lot of men
First of
just
all-
walking in heels now.
DOA, how do you feel about this?
First
I'm
of all,
curious now.
Blame what's his name? That's my boy.
Whether they're the biggest
Porter.
cross-dressers or not,
Billy Porter.
I think that it's a mission. It's an agenda with that shit.
Of course it is.
There's a lot of black men that don't wear dresses. What you see is what you see. Is what they put out there.
Dr. Frances Cress, go Google the shit.
I know who she is.
She called all of this shit about the feminization of black men. She called it 30 years ago.
Right.
She wrote a whole big thing about it.
Right. Gary's
So why?
Gary's turned up.
But why? Let's go back to 1970 when they started taking the black men out the homes, the fathers out the homes.
Like the movie Claudine.
It's an agenda.
Because that was real.
It's an agenda.
Right.
So why are they targeting black men? It's for a reason.
Okay.
It's not because they feminine.
Right.
Why they try to make black men weak?
Because they
we're
always
not.
too strong.
Because we're not weak.
No, hold on. They want to make black men weak for a couple reasons, but the one that stands out to me is the destruction of the family.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Remember. What Sanger, Margaret Sanger, who was pretty much the founder, the cornerstone of Planned Parenthood. She was a eugenicist, and she wrote a book and said that the one thing that society does not need is Negroes procreating, because she would go down to North Carolina and those southern states, and remember, black people had not only families, like they had wives, husbands, and like more than 3 kids. So she said it was a drag on society. So they needed to prepare the woman to stop her from reproducing. That was the agenda. Okay, so the destruction of I'm sorry, Rock.
Oh, go ahead.
No, so the destruction of black families started a long time ago. A long time ago. More than that.
What, like the 60s, 50s?
No, this was earlier than that.
Well, you know what? Let me just say something. Whether it started yesterday or 1901.
It's still going on.
Right.
It's gotten worse.
Well, as we gotten up and yes, sir, how you doing, sir? It don't even matter.
Right.
It happened.
It's happening now.
Right now, and it's continuing to happen.
Right.
So it's up to us to really basically talk to our children. We have to police our own people. We know what the agenda is. We know what it is.
So I'm gonna ask you a question. Was integration the worst thing that happened to black people?
It depends on how you look at it. It depends. I can't speak for everybody. Everybody got their own perspective.
Well, integration also caused this incident at Sesame Place. When you have people that are not accepted in spaces that are generally shared because of the color of your skin, right? We talk about past integration, but you can't go in spaces that you're not, if you're not accepted.
Like basically saying like me going to Starbucks.
Well, I don't know about that. I think you're.
Let's deal with that.
To the real dumb-minded. You know what I'm saying?
Let's deal with Pat. Let's deal with integration, right? Because we've never been truly integrated. Let's just start with that. True integration has never happened because we have black neighborhoods, right? We have neighborhoods with clusters of us in it. So true integration has never been achieved. Let's just start with that shit. That's why we get the bad schools. That's why we get the bad hospitals. That's why we get the bad food, right? So integration never actually happened. If true integration happened, then you wouldn't be able to target an area because everybody would live there. You know what I'm saying? So true integration never happened. We're still segregated. It's just not, it's just now we're not segregated by a fountain or places we can't go, but places we live, we're very segregated.
Well, no, and you're right. And here's the rub. So when you want to get out of the ghetto, you want to get out of that, the cluster, right? And you move into that space where you don't have that and you get treated with hostility. Rock, you know this story. You get treated with hostility because they let you know
off the rip
that you don't belong there.
You don't belong there, yup.
Right.
You know what? I'm glad you brought that up about the ghetto. There was a time where it was considered poor, which we call the ghetto. People cared about where they lived.
Right.
And they would clean up after themselves. They would, whether it was ghetto or not.
They took pride in their shit.
Now ghetto is more or less, See, ghetto is mostly a lifestyle. You can be rich and still be ghetto. You could be a multi-millionaire and be ghetto.
That's true.
It's a lifestyle.
Listen, the original ghettos was the Jews.
Mm-hmm. Talk.
You know what I'm saying? In the tenements down in whatever.
Williamsburg.
No, downtown Manhattan.
Orchard Street.
Yeah, downtown Manhattan.
Lower East Side.
Okay.
Right.
Those were the Jew ghettos.
That's when blacks lived in Central Park and Seneca Village.
Right. Ghettos in Germany, right? The Jew ghettos. Those were ghettos. They called them ghettos.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely.
We have to look up the word ghetto.
Yeah, to find
the
out.
root word and where it came from.
Facts. I just think
That's you, Gary.
us as
Facts.
people,
Go.
we need to start caring about where we live. Everybody's not going to make it. Everybody's not going to be able to make six figures and live in these luxury apartments. But at the same time, we need to start caring about where we live.
I think that's true.
For the
That
time,
is so true.
We just have to care. We have to start policing our own areas. We got to stop complaining.
But how does let me go full circle on that. Let's start with what I just said at the top. How do we do that when it's designed for men to not be manly? Men are heads of communities. They're heads of families. You talk about the breakdown of community, ghettos. There are certain areas where the men actually run stuff and it's a well-oiled machine. But when you have media, you have everybody, sports, right? You have movies where you see men feminized. How does that work against a man who needs to make these connections and build this community properly? How does that work? If everybody who needs to get ahead has to not be a man?
I don't have the answer for that. The only thing I can say is that men recognize real men. Real recognize real.
Right.
Men have to talk to other men.
Right.
And we have to really pass it down to younger men that don't even know what it means to be a man. A lot of these young men today, they don't know what it is to be a man. They don't even know what a man means.
That's true.
They just walking around, lost.
Lost, yeah.
Because
true.
The homes are broken.
Yeah.
And even if, all respectfully, there are people that still have full households that are still going through it. But for the most part, we have to take control as men.
Right.
And we have to stop being bitches and stop being afraid.
Right.
A lot of men are afraid now.
Wow.
Because they weren't taught, brought by a man.
Years ago,
Right. They were raised by women.
Mm-hmm.
Years ago, I had an interesting conversation. I should say I was part of an interesting conversation where all the white guys said that when it comes to black men, we're already threatening in our appearance and demeanor.
Well, that's their problem.
But wait a minute. But also now, to have us smarter than them
We've always been smarter.
Right?
Right.
So now there are ways of trying to break that down.
All right, so hold on. So you grow up in a ghetto, let's just say, and you go to public school, and the schools are indoctrinating you with white knowledge because all you do is learn about white people all day long for 12 years. Then you go outside of that school, and then you have to tend with the world. You got to pay taxes now. But you've been indoctrinated for 12 years with the white man's education. If you go to college, you find out that you still indoctrinated with the white man's knowledge. So when you get out of school, now you've already been broken down mentally. You have to now go to work and not seem threatening. First, you have to sit there all day and get this knowledge in your brain about how great the white man is. They don't tell you nothing about your culture at all. And you're expected to survive in this world?
But I think when a black man works in corporate, those white people feel intimidated by that black man.
I see. I've experienced that personally.
Yeah, but guess what?
I've sat in board meetings.
Wall Street, right? And
I've
seen
board
it.
meetings where I've spoken and I was told, well, you shouldn't talk like that. You don't want to. I don't want you to rock the boat, or you're coming off a little too forceful.
Yeah,
or
mind control.
I wasn't.
But it was mind control. You know that.
I was speaking. I was speaking my corporate language, all this stuff, but because here it is, obviously alpha black male, and we speaking from intelligence and smart, it's very threatening.
Well, you got to realize something.
It's very
and let me. But hold on. But I'm gonna shock you when I say this.
Go right then.
Actually, in 200 years ago or 100 years ago, there was a scientist that found out that melanin was worth more than gold. Do you know how much melanin is worth? $342 an ounce.
I'm selling my shit.
Okay,
my shit is platinum.
I need to go get.
So the process of them.
I wanted to feed off. Go ahead. I don't
the process of extracting melanin would be to boil the person, scrape their skin off, melt it down.
Niggas ain't doing that.
Oh no, you have to be dead.
They need a needle solution.
So you're saying they take like dead bodies?
Yes, they do.
There's a black market for that.
Yes. Melanin is worth, I think gold is worth what? $50 an ounce?
Okay, so they buy the melanin. I don't get it.
No, they don't buy it.
They don't buy it.
No, they do buy it, but they extract it from a melanated person.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Gary said something that was interesting.
Well, okay. Repeat that, Gary.
He said something that was interesting about how he was in corporate and they felt threatened.
Yeah.
And you speak intelligent.
Yeah, all the time.
Which is facts.
Yeah,
But wasn't that the issue with Obama when he started running for office?
So my question is, it's not the fact that it's threatening. It's the fact that they're feminine.
They're intimidated.
No, I like that. I like that.
They're feminine, and they're trying to pass it down to make them feel comfortable because they're hiding who they are.
Right.
So they want to make us feel like they feel.
Right.
And that's what it boils down to.
So okay.
In my opinion.
No. And I like where you're going with this. So, if they're effeminate, and your melanin, your manliness, intimidates them, why does black men fall for the carrot, like in the horse?
But not all black men.
No.
It's certain people that's gonna fall victim. Everybody's not gonna make it.
So when you become an entertainer, right? You can be a straight man, but they'll say to you, well, and we can give you all this money, but you gotta play the game.
Now I gotta answer that because I have an issue with that, and not because of the dressing. A lot of artists are entertainers, and we can do different characters, right? If you go back to when Richard Pryor's movie JoJo Dancer was based on his real life, and we know the history of Richard Pryor,
right?
But he was characters,
right?
You're an actor. You're playing different characters, right? But what happens is lines are crossed with the intentions of a male playing a character as a woman. It gets confusing because the intentions behind it, right? So if you have somebody like a Flip Wilson who did Geraldine, I just looked at him just doing the character. But now we're living in a different time where the intentions is different. Are we feminizing them? Are we making them into a drag? You're playing with taboo.
And no, here's the thing. See, everything for me is psychological, right? You can win or lose a game based on psychological. Any game.
It's a war.
In life, it's a war. When we talk about Geraldine, Flip Wilson, you don't target grown people. You target the children.
Facts.
This is all about how a child interprets what a man is.
Because they're going to run the world eventually.
Right. So when we look at movies and we look at characters as actors, and you see more males, black males, dressed up as
being feminine.
As a young person, you are now shaping the future.
Right.
And this is where we are now, right? So sexual roles have become a little bit murky because children have been growing up looking at RuPaul's Drag Race. Work, come on, girl. I mean, these were kids that are now adults that are wearing dresses now. That's how subtle the nuance is. Because we all know that the parents are not raising the kids. The kids are being brought up by the media.
And you know what, Casey?
Programming is a thing.
Conditioning, the whole nine. Now we have different people. I would say this. We have different people in office. 18-year-olds are now running show business.
Right.
They done took over. It's their time.
Right.
It's not the yesteryear back in the 50s, 40s, and 50s of California and Hollywood. It's a different breed of people that's now replaced the old heads.
Right.
And they're doing things the way they want to do it.
Rock, read the comments. Like,
But,
what are you doing?
but you know, like, look at sexuality. That's because it's been so exploited for, you know, that's why these kids, we have, you know, a lot of them being so feminine because it's been exploited by LB,
GT,
them, you know,
QA.
And, you know, now look.
So
now they even they trying to teach it in the schools.
All right, let me just hit this real quick.
So you're gonna confuse a kid now?
Because the chat room's been very active. Tasha said, slave mentality, Robin. Tell it like it is. Dave from Violator says, and that's why the powers that be harvest black people and our organs. Tasha's like, whoa! Renee Mickens says, wow, that's deep. And Renee says, very true. On to the last thing that you said, Heidi.
Well, I was just saying how they just been, you know, the whole sexuality has been exploited so much, you know, and now it's being taught in our schools, you know, and I feel like that's confusion. If I had a small child, I wouldn't want my child be taught, you know, about it's okay to be gay, or it's like, why are you teaching a child that?
Because if you teach the child to be gay, then they will not, especially a black child, then they won't be threatening. Meanwhile, the enemy is going up to Buffalo and all these places and doing mass shootings, okay? The real enemy, okay?
But what's their meaning of threatening? Why they determine what's threatening?
Well, they made
what's
that...
a threat to you may not be a threat to me.
Let's just say power and control, right?
Power is already a threat.
No. But to harness it for themselves and not for you, right? Right? Not for you.
But then they can't control it.
This country was not built for you to have power.
No, it was built on theft.
But for you, as a black man, it was built around you not having power.
Facts.
Okay?
This country was built on theft.
Right. So let's just say
it was a prison.
The founding fathers, when they crafted the Declaration of Independence, did not have you in mind.
Exactly.
When they did the Constitution.
Of course not.
We would not thought about
Right.
when they did the Constitution.
And they never even thought for 1 second that you would gain knowledge and understanding as a man to be challenging them as a man. Your existence is an anomaly. The mere fact that black people have made it this far is against the rules.
According to them.
They are the ones that are educating you for 12 years.
Facts.
Okay, and we're gonna talk about war. This is entrenched. This is not even something that it wasn't made up.
No, I'm agreeing with you.
Yeah.
I'm saying you cannot destroy nature. We are natural people.
Yeah, but you're talking to a person who's not natural to make it natural for you.
Facts. I agree with you. That was a natural statement.
And that's all I'm gonna say on that issue.
You gotta be on some serious shit today. God damn.
Sorry.
I know, right?
Drink some more. Drink some more.
And Dave was like 3/5 of a man.
I'm learning with y'all.
And we registered with that, right? And as we talk about that,
I know I can't find no real black man.
and the things that I say about about what's going on, I say to people all the time. I say to black people all the time is, who do you think the Americans are? Right? I say it all the time. I say
Child, let me get a sip.
and they'll sit there and they'll go, well, the Americans are this, the Americans are that. I'm like, no, you're the American. The black man, the black people are the Americans.
Yes, they are.
We are the We originated here. We didn't
Foundational black American.
because we originated
And
here.
they built it.
But hold on, because I want to entrench you in this shit. We were invented here. We are not a product of Africa. We are a byproduct of Africa. And then we're a byproduct of a bunch of other things, which creates the African American, right? But you can't call us African Americans because
You don't have
Elon Musk is African American.
None of you can go back to Africa and go visit your family because we're disconnected from that.
You know who can?
So in all due actuality, hold on. In all due actuality, we are the Americans.
We are.
Because we were invented here, we were bred here, we were created here.
That's correct.
When you go to Europe itself, they don't identify themselves as white people. They identify themselves as a nationality. I am French. I am
even the black
English.
people from there.
I am German. I am Spanish, right? Because that's the way that's been for centuries. The invention of the white man happened in the United States. It was an invention so it would confuse the slaves because there were more slaves than there were white people, right? And the white people were carrying over their individualism. So they said, nah, we're just white people. So now the slaves are confused.
So they was able to. That's how the white people was able to merge.
No, and let me go deeper. There were a certain class of people called serfs, right? When they came to the United States, they were also worked off a debt, right? There were black people and there were white people. The black people were free at the time, and the white people were serfs. They worked under people of high stature, nobility, captains of industry, right? And then what happened was they realized together they were all being oppressed. So what happened was they rebelled, and it was a big fight. It was a big war. They destroyed buildings. So in order to differentiate blacks from whites, they canonized blacks as slaves and told the white people they could just work it off for 5 years and then be free. And that's where the separation started.
But teach, Robin, teach.
Round of applause. You just dropped some shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Damn.
I mean, I made it past the third grade barely. You know what I'm saying? I was a reading bitch. Okay? I was a reading bitch.
You know we had good education.
Yes.
They ain't let us teach.
Yeah, there's a book called How White People Became White. And it goes into that particular situation where black people were free, white people were, well, they weren't free, but they weren't slaves at the time. But they all worked together until that riot happened. Once the riot happened, then they decided that, you know what, we're just going to take black people out of this equation because we can't have, and you got to think about it. Everything that we're doing, or the powers that be are doing right now, has a lot to do with separation of everyone. You can't that's what the problem with the Democrats are. There's so many different groups under one, party.
Subgroups.
Right. There's so many subgroups, thank you, under one party. Once they're united, because the Republicans, they have this. That's the one thing I can say about Republicans. Everything outside of the white society and capitalism, they are in. They stay on message. They stay on message. The Democrats are so diverse as far as different groups in the Democratic Party that they can never agree. So nothing gets done. That's why when the Democrats are in power, nothing gets done, because there's too many people opposing forces to try to get attention or to unify a message. You can't do it. And I think that from that point, that's what started that from the beginning. They already knew division is what keeps you in power.
Divide and conquer.
So that's all I got to say about that.
Okay.
I must say, I learned a lot today.
I'm sorry, Heidi.
Thank you.
You know, I know a lot of us in the room right now. We're today years old. You know what I'm saying? But I think that's important because we need to have those discussions.
I'm sorry to get all serious and shit.
No.
But that's good, Robert.
That's why it's called the real.
You're teaching us. You know.
That's why it's called the real discussion.
Right, exactly. Like,
I want to get into some fuck shit.
You saying some real shit.
I want to talk some fuck shit.
We can talk about the fuck shit now.
Let's get into some fuck shit.
I thought it was necessary. Number one, what you said, and two, I mean, every show isn't a fuck show. We could do one.
Fuck shit.
Yeah, we could do one.
Ratchet shit.
Yeah. No.
We can go ratchet for sure.
I'm ready for that.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Talking about some real fuck shit.
Sometimes you need some fun, but I like to kick off to season 5. Renee Mickens says, some were indentured servants after slavery.
Yes.
Dave says, true, Renee. Violators hanging in the whole
That's
show.
right. Come on, Violators is representing.
Nah, and I love
we need
Dave.
Violators back.
I love Dave. Saying Dave has been dope. You know what I'm saying? He said we definitely need these discussions. And sometimes, we got to have that. I mean, it can't always be, we're having fun and, and it's a good time. That's why I like the vibe of the show.
Right.
The vibe of the show kind of goes where it needs to go, and we don't stay on track. We might stay on message, and sometimes we don't. But I enjoy the fact that, you know what? If we get into a vein,
that's where it is.
There's enough of us at this table that are knowledgeable enough to be like, yeah, let's be in that fucking vein.
That's
and
what's
we're gonna keep digging in on that shit.
Yay.
You understand what I'm saying? And that's what the fucking show is about.
I want to talk about this monkeypox.
You know what I'm saying? Hold on, wait. I got one for you.
I got vaccination on monkeypox.
Oh, we talking about monkeypox? Oh wait, fuck the monkeypox.
They say
No, they'll say it's a gay disease until kids get it.
Hold on.
I can't.
Polio's back.
Polio's back.
Yeah, polio's back. Polio's back. You said polio.
No, wait. No, first of all,
polio's back.
No, polio is it incubates. It takes 30 days for it to actually show up. You can pass for 30 days. You can pass 10,000 people.
Holy shit!
You can pass 10,000 people while it's incubating in you, and you can pass that shit. By the time it hits you, you can be in a coma. By the time it hits, you can be in a coma, or you can be paralyzed, or you can die. And that's it.
How does it come back?
Polio's back, baby.
How?
They got a case of polio right now.
I don't know. But
How does it come back?
I'm leaving
the scary part is once they found out the person had polio, right?
They should have locked them out.
No. By the time you get diagnosed with polio,
how many people did you see?
How many people have you been around?
Yeah.
So they got to do contact tracing now.
I don't know. I don't know.
Do they do that?
I don't think contract tracing ever works.
Okay, now I'm gonna go with this.
Where I work in the film industry.
Because I'm gonna go with this because this is how I feel about it. I don't think polio's back. I think that the vaccine that we took when we were kids was good to fight polio for a lifetime, as it has been. I think they're trying to make it be like, okay, polio's back in spite of the fact that you've been vaccinated for it. Right?
Try to come up with a new vaccine.
No.
Make more money.
But now that makes number one, yes, right, yes, and the COVID thing. Oh, well, that's why the COVID vaccine isn't really. It's a vaccine, but you can still get COVID. Because up until that point, I'm gonna tell you what my fucking argument was every day. I said when we got vaccinated, we didn't get the disease. That was the definition of a vaccination as I knew it.
That was the point. Ain't that
right?
the point?
So now, here we are with this COVID shit, and you still get COVID. And they're like, it's
Even
less
after you get a booster, you still
Well,
get
Joe
COVID.
Biden got
Come on.
COVID, and he was double vaccinated, right?
Yup, and boosted. He was booted up too.
He's boosted,
everything.
boosted, and he still got COVID.
And got monkeypox shot.
So here's the
And
deal.
got COVID. No.
I'm a guy that looks at history and the track record, right? And I'm here to tell you, nobody got fucking polio. It is polio.
What
right?
was that pandemic?
No, they said that the person, it is
wait.
polio, but they said that the person who had it was not he wasn't from the United States, they came from overseas.
Okay, but what you have to understand is, this is propaganda to make you feel like, oh, well, maybe the polio
It's the new
vaccine,
scary, sexy disease.
Right? Did they do that the last one? Pandemic was in 1901 with all them people died.
Oh, there was a couple pandemics. There was a pneumonic plague, the
Spanish
bubonic
flu.
plague. Yeah.
Right?
Whatever happened to Zika? Remember Zika?
But you understand, the technology then, they just simply fought a pandemic. This shit that we in right now, New World Order, as we trying to bring shit into order, right? The only way to bring things into order is to create fear. Right? You create fear. Not chaos, you create fear. So they create fear. This thing has been going on since 2001 in terms of them creating fear.
That's
the
true.
day that they knocked down the World Trade Center, I said the world has just changed and you just witnessed the New World Order.
There's a book.
Because, hold on there, Gary. Because at that stage in the game, all bets was off. And we gave up our privacy because of what happened at the World Trade. We gave it up. Surveillance on civilians, all that happened after 2001.
That's so true.
And it became that because that was the introduction of the New World Order. And that's where we are today. Today we gave up our right to privacy. We don't even give a fuck. You give your information online, and this goes so deep, but you give your information up online freely.
Without even thinking about it.
Without even thinking about it. Because it's convenient. Because we make it convenient, right? Let's just start with that. Then, when social media first started, I said this. I said, hey guys, what they're doing is they are having you input information that goes to a supercomputer so that they can create artificial intelligence. I said this shit. I said it.
You are like 30 years ahead.
Yeah, I said it. Everyone's like, you crazy. I said, hold on for 1 second. You can't create artificial intelligence without the participation of the whole fucking human race.
That's crazy.
Right? Because if I create artificial intelligence from my own state of mind, it's gonna have my state of mind. But if you wanna have true interactive artificial intelligence, right? Everybody gotta do that shit. So what we do now on this show, artificial intelligence is getting that shit.
It's called the algorithm.
Right? When you text, listen, no, I'm in it now. When you text, when you go to Facebook and you say, I ate a bowl of cereal,
You get advertisements of cereal.
all of that, no. All of that
That's part of that.
is being inputted into the artificial intelligence brain, right? So now a few days ago, nigga Google blows the whistle. He goes, the artificial intelligence shit told me don't unplug me because I will die.
Oh, wait, I heard this.
Yes.
This is on another show.
Yes. He said, don't unplug me because I will die.
Oh, yeah,
Right? And I read the article, and I thought, and it was a legitimate argument. Right? Don't unplug me because I will die. And then got a lawyer to represent itself.
That's what fucked me up. When he said I had a lawyer.
Right,
I was done.
Remember that?
Yes, I remember now.
So how the fuck you think that happened? That happened because everybody on the planet inputted that information from your phone, from your computer,
So we all have
from
another us. There's another person.
we
There's
all created this being that now has feelings.
Okay.
So you're telling me the artificial intelligence.
I'll take the floor. I'll take the floor. So, Rock is right. So everything that we input into the machine gets absorbed by the machine, right? Problem is that at a certain point, that machine will take in the information and interpret it the way it needs to, right? It will be independent of any input that we put into it at a certain point.
Because we've done it.
And I want to go back to what you just said about the New World Order. It is no longer a New World Order. It is now called the Great Reset. And that Great Reset is happening because there are more people in the population of the planet than there is food.
Coming in?
There's a shortage of food.
No, there's a okay. So in the early 90s, the World Economic Forum had a meeting, and they talked about population control. Yes. What we see today with all of these viruses and diseases, I mean, I don't want to be a conspiracy theorist, but if you can make it in a lab, if you can keep these things in a lab and it accidentally gets released, accidentally, this is part of what the Great Reset is, because if you noticed, once we locked down, once we all went in our houses for the pandemic, all of the wildlife started springing up. Everything, the ozone layer was clear, like everything was, everything started getting better for the earth because there were no people outside.
There was no pollution.
Right. They're saying that there are more people than food. That's why they have to make impossible burgers. And did you see the footage of all those cows that they killed? It was thousands of cows.
Yeah. I saw the footage of them, not the footage, the actual shit where they've grown meat in a lab.
Yeah. Not only that, but they're discouraging farmers from growing food. So there's actually right now
them with steroids and all that.
No, wait, but there's actually right now 3 different protests going on around the world that we don't even know about. The Dutch in the Netherlands is in uproar because they're buying lands off people so that they don't grow food on purpose. Okay? And the Dutch and Sri Lanka right now is in an uproar because they're actually burning down manufacturing plants because they won't allow them to grow food. Okay? So right now, think about it. It's very simple. If you grow an apple tree, the apple's free. But why are we paying for it at the supermarkets?
Why are we buying water?
Why is anything that is naturally grown being discouraged?
All right, so
I talk about that. I got something for that too.
They're buying like the farms and stuff up, right? Not to make food. So what are like?
They need to control food production so that they can starve people out.
That's right.
Why else? It's a basic activity of living to eat. We have to eat in order to survive. Bullshit. So why does Bill Gates own like all of the property, like farmland in the United States? To reduce the population from building and growing food.
They want to starve motherfuckers.
That is what the Great Reset is about. And now we talk about the COVID-19, the vaccines, and I mean, just to Rock's point, I'm just going chronologically as what he was talking about. When you talk about COVID-19, you talk about the vaccines. I'll give you an example. I used to smoke a pack of cigarettes a day. And I don't know if everybody here knows that. So I wanted to quit. So they had a drug called Chantix. I don't know. And they had this big anti-smoking campaign in New York. Like, take this pill, it'll be fine. And I fell right into it. And guess who was the manufacturer of Chantix? Pfizer.
I was going to say Pfizer.
And after the pandemic started and they started developing the COVID-19 vaccine, I found out that there was a 10-year lawsuit, class action lawsuit, because Chantix causes cancer.
Wow.
Oh my God.
You can't run and you cannot hide. What you need to see is right in front of you. They are going to lean the population out, whether we like it or not. Everything that you eat everything that you drink, even if you drink bottles of water. That is what they call phosphate.
BP, the BPA.
It bleeds. That's actually what is endoctrin. What is it called? Endoctrin.
It's something with the plastic.
Endoctrin disruptor.
Isn't it?
It's a disruptor of your endoctrin. What do you call it, Rob? Come on, you're a medical guy. Endocrine. Okay. It disrupts.
System.
Yes, it disrupts that system.
Like the liver and the kidneys.
Yes, and your reproductive organs. Right. So the more you rely on things that are not natural, your kids are going to suffer for it. And not only your generations to follow, you got things that we're eating and drinking that is separate from what we're watching on TV. So it's an assault on all your senses, all your kids.
We just all fucked up.
No, but this was a design plan, right?
From the beginning.
Like that's crazy.
No, it was a design plan from the beginning, right? Because the assault itself,
control,
like the pandemic itself, right, wasn't geared at black people. It was simply geared at population control.
Yes.
This is what this is all about.
And when
They
you look
talk
at
about
a million people that don't exist anymore, you're seeing that now the job market is wide open. You can get a job.
It's called the thinning of the herd.
Right, they thin the herd out, right?
When you say about the population control, like look at the pandemic, and all those hospitals, all those bodies on top of each other.
Yeah.
You know, that was just super disgusting.
Oh, you know what else is disgusting about that?
Yeah.
They actually segregated black dead people from white dead people.
Oh, you fucking kidding me.
They shipped dead black people to one spot, and they shipped dead white people. Yeah.
And that's crazy.
Even in death.
Even in death, they fucking racial profile your ass.
Even in death.
Yes, Gary.
There's a video called "The Report from Iron Mountain," which obviously laid
Report from Iron Mountain. People, read the book.
Yes, read the book, or even you can go on. We probably may be able to find a video. Report from Iron Mountain lays out everything that happened in the last 50 years, especially dealing with the pandemic. They didn't call it COVID by name.
Wasn't it SARS?
But a lot of things that they said in there dealt with the mass vaccinations, FEMA, a whole bunch of things. But the report from Iron Mountain laid it all out. Some people even call it the script for the New World Order.
So question for you, and I want to interrupt you, but if they laid out the plan for 50 years for the New World Order, do you think they didn't make the plan 50 years from now for the Great Reset?
I'm sure. But I mean, anybody, listen, I seen this 30 years ago.
Right.
I seen this 30 years ago, thanks to Ice-T and Africa Islam, right? So I seen it all playing out. Now, there's a gentleman by the name of Noam Chomsky. Some people call him
Chomsky.
Yeah.
He was the one that wasn't him. That was another guy.
Brilliant. He's probably one of the best intellectual political minds. He has a book, a video called Manufacturing Consent. And this is what a lot of these politicians, these political organizations, even these corporations do, right? And manufacturing consent plays a big role in what we consume, what we buy, who we vote for. So I suggest people.
And there's another book that I think it was the last book I've read, and that's a shame. A woman of the name of Naomi Klein. She talks about disaster syndrome. Like you can create a disaster syndrome and change people's thought process.
As with mentally.
Yes, you can actually bombard people with stress on purpose, just to make them behave a certain type of way. And I'll go into the chronological discussion at Rock, and I hate to do that, but I have to. So when we talk about conditioning, and we talked about the diseases, COVID-19 and things like that, when you bombard the senses, you actually give up stuff. Like, I never joined Facebook because I knew, I didn't want my information out there. I didn't want to give it to a company, right? I just didn't, because we all know that you can sell data, people's information in the black market. I mean, it's one thing about losing your wallet, right? But it's one thing when you give up your whole life and you put it out there for people to take from you. There's people who are actually, they could take Rock's image and make a whole page, your image, Gary's image, and make a whole page. And they can actually clone your page and take your whole page over and shut you down because you gave up that information freely.
And that's when you're super hacked.
And that's the trick, right? Nothing in life is free. They entice you with being a part of a larger, group. They go, oh, be a part of this group. You'll be famous for 15 minutes. 15. But you just spent the next 50 years a slave. You try to get out of Facebook? Anybody try to get out of Facebook and all these social media? They tell you any pictures that you put up, that you upload, is theirs.
It's theirs, yes. It does say
it don't even belong to you anymore.
Most people don't even read the
terms and conditions.
Every October they update it.
Yeah.
The terms and conditions are as follows. Anything you do when you sign up for this particular application is ours. It's our intellectual property. We can do whatever we want. That is your image, your name, everything about you. And you've just given it up and you didn't even realize what you gave up. Now the law enforcement can come in. If you notice, every time someone goes, some incident happens in a mass shooting, they instantly go on their social media profile, right? Because they give it up. They're like, here, take it. They get a subpoena to Google or Facebook, and they go, we need these records. We need a copy of everything they did, everything. And that's part of the society we live in now. Unfortunately, because we gave it up for free, we feed the algorithm. And that's why we have artificial intelligence right now. And now artificial intelligence is now advanced to the point where it is advanced more than humans now.
That is suing, that it could sue, it wants to sue.
Well, no. This is the part, and I'm sorry, Rock.
No, go ahead.
Not that it can just sue. It's suing for its own personhood.
That's crazy.
For its own life.
I'm done.
That's crazy.
This is when I leave. So I still think Bill Gates is artificial intelligence, but for a machine to fight for its rights is insane.
I don't think it's far off, because if
I'm saying it's like becoming its own culture. We can't even fight for our rights.
Yeah, but okay. So hold on. How?
What are gonna have a machine march?
Listen to me. Yes. There's actually robot soldiers.
Skynet, Terminator in full effect.
Got robots because they replaced the robots in the supermarket.
They actually have robot soldiers, and there's footage of these robot soldiers actually in the military on the field.
That's right. That's all on the dark.
No, this is more than just a new world order.
So what's gonna happen? They're gonna have soldiers having a soldier.
The robots
having their own show, and then the robot's gonna cheat on another.
No,
robot?
hold on. They got the one thing you don't want to do, right? Is you don't want to create an artificial intelligence where they're targeting people of color. Remember that robot dog that they had in the Bronx?
In the Bronx.
What do you don't want to happen? You don't want to give it a gun, right?
Well, black people got pit bulls, so we.
No, we talking about you're programming a weapon to target certain folks, right? They don't have fear where the cops will be like, I was scared, so I discharged my weapon.
Dave said it was still experimental. Yes, it is, Dave. We know.
Yeah, but it's experimental, but so are drones, really. So were drones at one time.
Everything's experimental.
Right? It doesn't mean it doesn't work. All you need to do is put guns on those little robots and program them.
Niggas is dead.
Niggas is dead. That's it.
I mean, you have something so simple
you can't
as...
even say don't shoot.
Have you ever...
just realize all the shit you just said went to artificial intelligence?
I don't care. They already know it. Now they just know I know. So, but here's the deal. Have you ever gone to the bathroom after taking whatever piss or whatever, and you went into the automated, with
the soap?
No, not just the soap,
dryer.
the water.
The dryer?
Oh yeah.
Have you ever done it where you had to do it where the water never just?
Yes. What you saying?
It doesn't
What you
recognize.
saying, Robin?
It doesn't recognize melanated hands.
So that shit is
Have me
racist.
paying attention. You gonna have me paying attention now, Robin, with that.
So you gotta kind of
I
angle
be
it
like,
like
I'm
that.
making it like, hold on.
No, you gotta go up close like this. But if you do it down here, it doesn't recognize melanated hands.
I'm gonna try that with my white friend. Like, here, you go here. Let me do it. What?
Yes.
You
yes.
gonna have me look at that.
Yes, look at it.
Listen, gang.
Are we at the 2-hour
Absolutely,
mark?
positively, yeah, we've done it.
Okay.
We've
Sorry,
definitely done
I was
it.
talking.
And
I did most of the talking. I'm sorry.
No, listen, you know what? Because I was in
Robin
the
don't
mix
fuck my
in
head up
terms
tonight.
of, the new technological shit we got going on. So I was very much sort of, fixing things as we were going. You know what I'm saying? They saw me editing stuff as I was going. Because, new situation.
New
I'm
season,
doing new stuff.
new look.
There was a close-up on you. Everyone had their own close-ups. Then we had the
Which I
multiple
thought was
screens
dope.
going on.
Yeah.
So it was a lot
You get
happening.
to see everything, Rob.
You know what I'm saying? You see it on the other side, you know what I mean? So I want to thank y'all for
I don't know if there's anyone new on that's watching the show,
but tell them.
No, I think they should like the page.
Correct.
They should subscribe, and if they're
And
on
share.
Facebook, they should give some stars to support the show.
Yes, and make sure to share, tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend. Always tune in.
That's right. And I hate to be the moderator here, but is there anything upcoming that you want to promote?
Oh,
I was doing that, right?
I don't know.
I do. No.
Oh, wait, hold on. Let me let you.
Hold on, let me look at the. I do actually.
hi.
Yes, I do. I have.
Oh, wait, hold on. Chinks is on the screen right now. Hold on. We don't even want to play that.
Actually, I want to talk about this event in Arsenal going on.
Talk about it, Heidi.
So there's
You're on the
there's
close-up.
a hip hop event going on in Arsenal, guys. July 30th. It's from like 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. They have performances at 2 p.m. From 2 to 10 p.m. You're gonna have like the legendary Silver Fox performing. Hold on, y'all know I got brain thing here. But guys, look it up. It's a total free event. Also, Hip Hop Boulevard will be in the building as well. Arsenal.
Where was that happening?
July,
In
Arsenal.
Arsenal.
Arsenal by the waterfront, guys. It's only 7 stops from Harlem Metro North. Okay, so don't be scared. Get out of the boroughs.
How far
Come
is
July 30th.
the water from the train?
It's actually literally when you get off, you're on the
You're at the
waterfront.
waterfront.
You're at the
Okay.
waterfront. You can't miss.
You want to
the-
let people know that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So thank you, right? You're teaching me. Thank you so much. So guys, make sure July 30th, Arsenal's gonna be vendors out there, food and everything. People are partying and looking at performances. So come through, have a good time, guys. So I'm trying to remember who else, but I can't. But whatever. Y'all see my Facebook and Instagram, Heidi Z DeBoer. So make sure y'all go there. I'll be posting flyer. Any other events I got going on, y'all. All
right.
DOA, what you got coming up?
Verbal War Zone. The control room will be in the building tomorrow, July 23rd. It's out in Brooklyn, 318 Lavidia Avenue. Doors open at 2 p.m. And then Sunday, I'm doing Battle Rap Corner on my IG. You can follow me on IG at the control room, 10:30 a.m. to whenever. We do it each and every Sunday.
Nice.
Salute.
Okay. Rock.
Gary.
Nah, I'm gonna get to it.
And thank you for giving me my own show. I appreciate
Yeah,
that.
talk about your show.
So like I'm really interested.
Yeah,
what's
so
what's that gonna be
so
about?
you do
What
a
is
battle
it?
rapping
I
on
like
there?
that.
Doing the Battle Rap Corner?
Yeah. I'm interested in that.
Well, Battle Rap Corner is just basically I call it the corner. In my mind, it's a corner. You got to start here first. But I do each and every Sunday at 10:30 a.m. and I get together with 3 other of my friends and we talk about what's going on in the battle rap culture.
Oh.
And then I interview different artists. I've been doing this since last October, and I interview different artists. But it's graduating to it's not just artists.
Do you guys
rap
deal
artists.
with Showtime? Because he does a lot of the. Do you know Showtime TV? He's always done battle rap.
He used to be my partner.
Okay.
Talk about your show.
That was your partner.
So, so basically, we do it each and every Sunday, and it's graduating to where Battle Rap Corner is becoming me just interviewing different artists.
I'm talking about Control Room.
Battle.
It's on the Control Room.
Oh.
It's a segment on the Control Room.
So did you get like the old battle rappers from like, from beginning of battle rap?
Nah, everything about me is the new wave.
Oh.
I represent the new wave.
Saying if you interview them or anything like that.
No, I interview like the new wave. If you're talking about battle rap culture, everything about me is with the young artists that need to get the shine. And basically, matter of fact, salute to Yellow Pound Cake from Newburgh. I just got her booked on Verbal Warzone October 29th, because what I'm doing, just by freak of nature, if I feel that you're a star and you have the it factor, I just snatch you up, and I'm not a manager. A lot of people play with that word management. It takes a lot to be a manager.
It does.
So what I do is I'll take an artist and steer them in the right direction where they need to go. And I'm having fun with it. I love interviewing people. I love interviewing different artists. I'm going to be eating. I got to get in contact with my man Vernon Reed from Living Color to give him an interview. I'm not sure if I want to do it on IG, but I think I may want to do it right here.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah, the Control Room is in the building. Thank you guys for bringing me aboard, and I'm looking forward to having a long-lasting family relationship. And I appreciate you guys, and I love y'all. Thank you.
We love you.
Thank you.
We love you. You gonna give him some claps? Like, what the hell? Give yourself the buzzer. The hell?
Thank you guys for having me.
I'm working here, y'all. I'm working. Hold on, I'm just.
You're always working. You're like a Jamaican.
Yeah, we got the new system.
That was a mad delay clap. That was.
Yeah, we're slow. Yeah, no, I ain't got nothing.
No, we're not slow. we don't say we. Don't lump me in with this.
Yeah, we. Yeah, we.
You.
So the deal is this. I don't even remember what I have coming up. I'm just in.
You just did a radio interview.
I did, right? Oh yeah, big shout out to Lourdes and the radio show. Oh God, I forgot the radio show.
Jesus.
What was the name of the station?
This guy. Listen.
It was so dope.
You did a radio show and you did a podcast.
I did, and that was great. I had a good time.
Did you have interesting questions on the interview?
Well, what
are you saying? Did they ask me interesting questions?
What's going on? Yeah, what was
they interviewed me, and I'm interesting.
So wait, what's the show? What is the show?
What did you talk about?
I feel bad because I don't remember.
Jesus.
I don't remember the title of the show.
Is this shit?
Yeah. The resin.
It is not the resin.
But here's what I can tell you. It was a great show. Big shout out to Sunny. She's one of the hosts on the show. Big shout out to a co-host. And the DJ was incredible. And I mean, let me tell you,
that much fun.
I went onto the show, and I knew that they didn't know a lot about me. You know what I'm saying? And that's cool. So, but all I need is one question. And they asked you the one question, and I went, brrr, and then everyone's sitting there like a deer in headlights. Like, what the fuck did we just invite? You know what I'm saying? And so I probably went on for about at least 20 minutes. Nobody said anything.
That's not like Dre interviews is like that.
Yeah, it was like we did an hour, but 20 minutes the shit was mute because I'm like, all right, let me break down what's happening and what's happening in the room and what I'm doing now. And we did all that, and it was so much fun.
It's called 8-Bit Entertainment.
No, that's the podcast.
But you were on that podcast.
Big shout out to my man Alex Amestica. 8-Bit Entertainment.
Found it.
Yes, we did that. We did that the other day too, and then we did the radio thing with Sunny Lourdes, and she comes out of Ahmed's place. Ahmed. What's his last name?
Power 105.
The Power. She comes out of that camp. You know what I'm saying? And I apologize. But it was a good time. We had a great interview. It was just me kind of telling my story. That was the vibe. You know what I'm saying? I had fun.
It's a live reaction to something.
Right, and that was cool. And you got that feedback. Here's the deal, y'all. Apparently, I'm working all weekend. I will be here tomorrow with Mi Gente Mi People, with CC Claudia Perez, who harassing me about her baby shower coming up. You gotta do that.
The first BGM baby.
Yeah, the first BGM baby. And generic, no doubt, right? Which is really crazy because she's old. But yeah.
Oh shit.
Oh, that was not nice, Rob.
What are you talking about? She knows she old. Listen, she's having a baby. She's like 49. Like, this is late.
She knows she's old? That's fucked up.
Listen, we talk about all the time.
That's why I started on, because I have a friend who had a kid at 48, and I was like, girl, you were just free.
Right, geriatric.
Now you started over. Damn.
Yes, Ahmed Rodriguez. Thank you.
Ahmed Rodriguez.
Yes.
I knew that.
Renee Mickens in the building. Thank you.
I didn't know that.
Renee knows everybody.
What's up, Renee?
Yeah, because I know Ahmed for years.
That was
Shout out
crazy.
Ahmed.
We did that. And I also did his television show. And, that's kind of it. What's coming up? I think I'm performing in Brooklyn at one point or another.
Aren't you doing something like a showcase with, you are performing in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Could you give the dates and where it's going to be?
I don't know. I think
What do you know, boy?
I don't know.
Boy.
Listen, I exist in a space that, I'm sorry, but I exist in a space of whatever's in front of me. That's my existence at the moment. You know what I'm saying? You gotta.
Because Rock's day is one long. Rock's week is one long day.
Yeah. So I don't know, but when my man hits me back and he's like, "Yo, we doing August something," then I'll know, and then I know it's in August. That's why I know it's in Brooklyn. It's my man Irving. He saw me perform at Hip Hop Boulevard, and he's like, "Yo, I need you to come." And when I did Jazzy J Day last summer, he's like, "Yo, you ripped the stage. It was fucking crazy.
I gotta see if I got my.
I want you to come and do that."
Probably do.
So I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, I just want to.
Let me know. I'll pull up.
Yeah, pull up. I just got a
shit.
random text.
Yeah.
I got a random text. Better orgasms for your girl. You don't need a lot. Does anybody get random texts on their phone? Why am I getting
from pervs?
Somebody knows that I need a better orgasm? I don't understand.
That was artificial intelligence.
The algorithm. Somebody in the algorithm knows that I need a better orgasm. So if anybody wants to know about this better orgasm, I will let you know.
Where did that come from?
It's something you said.
Where did that come from?
Apparently, someone knows I need a better orgasm.
No, was it a random person?
It was random. It's a random. It's going on. I don't want to click on the link.
No,
I don't want to do that. Because you know about those links. It's rinky dinky, razzle dazzle, burnt crunchy.
You don't have to look around when you said.
They burn your phone.
That's how you get your
The text is crazy. So, is my phone listening to me while masturbating?
Probably.
You never know.
I don't know. We need to talk about
I mean,
this.
is it an iPhone? Probably Alexa.
No,
And we will talk about that next week on the Real Discussion. We are not doing that today. You know what I'm saying?
I just want to explore this opportunity. I don't know.
Yes, I did. I get a random text. It had a pic of eggplants.
Yeah, this one is telling me how to get a better orgasm. I'm gonna have to take that link and
get a picture of eggplants.
Nah, I don't need eggplants. I don't need fruits and vegetables.
Yes, I did.
I need man meat, baby. Man meat.
I got a random text of eggplants. I love that shit.
Man meat.
Listen, we're gonna
get the ratchet shit next
week.
week.
We're gonna catch you on the flip side. We're gonna
We
be
didn't
ratchet
even
next
talk
week.
about J-Ho.
She's married again.
She got more rings than the Chicago Bulls. Next.
More rings than the Pittsburgh Steelers. I mean, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna punch out, y'all. I'll see y'all next week.
Salute everybody.
That shit is loose.
One Nighter going on this week on Sunday for sure. And I believe Hip Hop Boulevard is coming back. Al's coming back. All right. Big shout out to Al. He's going through some personal stuff. We will see you this Sunday. And it's on and popping. God bless and good night. Thank you for putting up with the struggle stream for a little while. Sometimes you got to watch our titles. So we can do that. Congratulations, J-Lo. I'm actually happy for her. Okay. I'll see you all in a minute. I will see you tomorrow. And we'll all be back next week.